Hello everybody, welcome back to Star Wars Galaxy's Legends. Gainsby here. We're starting this episode off just like one of our Elite Dangerous episodes, just here in the cockpit out in space. We're at the starport, we're in Naboo space, we're at the Rory space station. When you see this, I'm looking behind me and I'm adjusting the camera view to look directly forward. So every now and then, if I'm looking around, you'll see a brief like that. Okay, so I'm going to run all my overloads here. What we're doing is we're in my Ixiyen, and we're going to actually run a high tier duty mission real quick, just to kind of see how far we can get. Because the Ixiyen's a little bit more challenging than the crate, and I think what I want to do is like a video here of the Ixiyen, and then see how far we can get. And then the next video, I'll do it in my crate, and see if we can get any farther, or what the deal is there. The crate's got a lot more shield power than the Ixiyen. Also, it's got more weapon power. Well, as far as 3 guns go, I don't know, my Ixiyen might have stronger guns in the long run because I do have a weapon 10 on here. I'll kind of go through that in a different episode. You know, starfighter parts, stuff like that. But what I want to do first, before we get started, is I'm going to queue up for Special Forces here, because we want to be Special Forces anyways. We got all of our overloads, and we're going to hyper to Kessel, because I want to do a quick patrol and just see who's all out there. I always recommend, before you go out there to do your high tiers, to just do a quick patrol and see who's out there, if anybody is out there. Sometimes it's heavily populated, you know, you want to make sure that everybody is okay with you being out there. Announce yourself. Just be like, hey, I'm going to do some high tiers out here. I don't want any trouble. It's also good to patrol for the opposite side of the spectrum, where if there is a bunch of pilots out there causing trouble, you'll know to either A, be prepared, or just plan for a different day. We're hyperspacing now, but I am leaving the starport just for kicks. Alright, so here we are out in Kessel. Just going to do a quick cruise around, see what's going on out here. I'm also using a different keyboard. My other one pooped out on me, and I'm noticing already that I'm hitting that stupid Windows key. Where can I rip this thing off of here with? Give me a second. I'm going to get rid of the Windows key. Okay, taken care of, handled. Let's see. So we're just kind of, I mean, so far, nothing. You don't have to go really too far to see if there's anybody out here. We can kind of use this button as well, the N key, and we can see our orientation within this zone. We're actually heading, like, down. So let's kind of head back up. I see a lot of red, but it's all NPCs. I feel pretty good that we're fairly the only ones out here. So I'm going to go ahead and hyperspace now to Dathomir space, where we'll pick up our mission. Now I am in an RSF pilot, so if anybody's watching this on the Rebel or Imperial side, you may not go to Dathomir space station to pick up your... I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe you do still, but I'm only an RSF pilot, so... If you are an RSF pilot and you're watching this, you can do things the exact way I do. But if you're Rebel or Imperial, you might pick up the missions from different stations. I have no idea. I know as far as getting to Kessel, I've got a Kessel chip installed, so I can just hyper there. If you don't have one installed, you need to go to a space station of whatever. I know RSF is a Dathomir neutral station. Alright, we're in Dathomir space. So that is the neutral space station for some reason. I'm closer to that one. What's this one out here? Okay, this is the Dathomir neutral space station. This is the one you go to pick up your high tier duty mission if you're an RSF pilot. Also, if you're an RSF pilot, you go to the space station, neutral space station there, to hyperspace to Kessel if you don't have the Kessel chip. Yeah, this, I don't know, guys. Like, I did this earlier in season 1, kind of like one of the episodes there, 4 or 5, around that. I don't even know. 3. We did a quick little duty mission in the, I believe it was the crate, or it was the Key McGill. I'm not even sure. We've come a long way since then, so I'll redo it kind of in this episode. I'll explain things a little bit better of what's going on and what I'm doing, because this is not easy. This is the hardest duty mission there is, as far as I know. Also, we're in a new TeamSpeak channel made just for me, where I am in here and I'm talking. So at any time, a guildmate can pop down and surprise us. But this is good because they know that they'll be recorded at that point, and I can still edit it out if they don't want to be in the video, but they know that I'm here recording and that they'll be on as well. So we might have surprise pop-ins, and that's always exciting. I like that thought. It might not happen, but you never know. It'd just be a complete surprise. We picked up the duty mission. We're hyperspacing back to Kessel. We should still be Spec Ops, so this is always a dangerous spot. I mean, I've shot people here when they were waiting, just sitting here before, just to be a jerk, but... First wave is always, sometimes, really easy, but sometimes it's not. Like, there's a chance we could die after the first wave. If we pass the first wave, we can usually get pretty far. If we don't, I usually just die and restart, but let's just see how it goes here. Ooh, space lag, you see that? Okay, so each wave has 3 enemies, 1 in the first wave, so we'll have 2 in the second wave, and it varies on the third wave. You either get 3 or 2. Alright. There are some things I want to show to the developers here, as well as some friends. Since they've changed up the missions... Let me finish this guy off first here. They changed up the NPC behavior for convoys, and ever since they've done that, I've noticed a huge change. Alright, so we got 3 targets here. We're going to go for the KSE fire spray first. You don't have to go for the KSE first. So, there's other NPCs here. A lot going on. There's a battle going on around us, so my targets that are very hard are preoccupied, which is making it a little bit easier for me. Having trouble staying on target today, so there's also a little bit of lag action going on, which is great. It's my connection. We got a slow one here at the motel I'm staying at. Okay, a couple things to note. We're using some Rebel chips as well, so we've got a front shield shunt and a rear shield shunt. They're actually called well, I don't know what they're called, but this diverts shield from the front to go to the rear or vice versa. And then we have a regular shield shunt on top of that. So we kind of get a little bit of an extra boost when it comes to shielding. But when we use our primary shield shunt, it does take away pretty much all of our weapon capacitor. Not all of it, but most of it. First wave was really easy with all of the things around us. So the only other thing I'm worried about at this point is when we get to about the third wave, we'll have, third or fourth wave, we'll have a YT 1300. Oh, they appeared behind us. Behind us again. Shields were definitely getting a little bit low there, but from experience, I know that we were going to be fine. So I focus more on like, I don't really know how to describe it. It's sort of, oh, this is close. I want to get some shield power back, but let's just go for the gusto here. I don't know how to say this. You kind of pick your target, and when there's multiple targets, you want to sort of like get in the target's face. And if there's a target behind you, you want to be aware of where that is. Because if it gets too far out behind you, it'll do some serious damage. So if you're chasing a target and one is going behind you in the opposite direction, at some point you'll want to turn around and go after that target that's behind you. It's a really hard thing to explain. I'll try my best to show it. But what happens is, since they've changed the NPC behavior, they will they can pretty much face you the entire time when you're flying. And even as you're trying to get around behind them, they'll still be facing you and shooting you. I never had that problem until after they fixed it. So here we got a good spread going on, but I know that now both targets are in front of me except this one. He's now lagging off into the distance. So that one's now in front of us as well, so we got a pretty good angle here. I hope that explained it a little bit. That was actually a really good example. I just hope I did a good job. Okay, this should be YT 1300 round. So this is a POB. We're in the Ixiyen, so we're a little bit weak on the shields. But we're going to, well, I don't know, we still have chatbot shields on this beast, but the shield shunting is what hurts because we run out of energy. It's just one YT, it's just one POB, but we're gonna joust it. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna fly in, we're gonna target the weapons. We're gonna literally shoot at it, pass it, come back around. We're just gonna keep doing it like that until the weapons are gone. No enemy targets, players, so far. doing a full shield shunt there, so we're losing a little bit of capacitor, but we're just trying to take out weapons, so we don't need much. Lost a little bit of front armor and front shields, even though we had a lot of shield power there. So now this can take a little bit longer. I need to fly forward, and I need to make sure that we have some front shields available. It's better than nothing, I guess. Here we go. So the problem I'm having is when I use my left and my mouse key to shoot, and if I hold both of those down, I can't launch a chaff. So I need to release. I need to stop shooting in order to launch a chaff. And every time I'm coming into this thing, it's wanting to shoot a missile at us, which this seems to happen kind of rarely, but when it happens, it sucks. And now you can see we're sort of in trouble here. I have no front armor left. Not a huge deal, as long as I don't really lose anymore, but it just sucks to know that we're just banking on our shields at this point. Getting a little bit of shield shunts in, and we're heading back for another pass. I'm going to only charge my front shields this time, so we're going to do a normal shield shunt. Ooh. I guess we'll still do the... We'll take all of our rear power and just that's better than nothing once again, man. Gosh, it just won't make this easy for us. Not a problem. Sometimes I get this thing like right away. It's just because we're making a YouTube video, because it wants to be difficult. Okay, all of its weapons are gone, so we're now set. We can just sneak up on this guy and take him out. Always wish I had more armor at this point, but it's not a big deal when you lose all of a front or a rear armor. As long as your stuff's not damaged. Everything is still at 100%, so we're golden. If your equipment starts taking damage, you may do less damage to your weapons. Our chaff launcher is actually down at 85% there. So, well, I don't know what I just saw. What the heck was down at 85%? Oh, it's one of our missiles, which is fine. We don't even use missiles in these high tiers. Now, there's some Imperial NPCs right back here. All is fair in love and war. You could utilize those guys if you felt like you were going to be in trouble. You can fly over to them, let your high tier targets actually attack those guys, and they'll start shooting at your targets and helping you out a little bit. I don't roll enough when I fly, guys. It's always something I do. I just don't roll enough. I don't know why. Okay, we got a KSE. I'm gonna take it out first if I can. Okay. So he's going behind, but this guy is right here. That was another good example of keeping this guy that I have right now sort of behind us. But do you see how he's like able to like almost turn to us and face us while he is flying? If you look at his wing trails, you can see that he's turning quite a lot, but also turning more to face us. He won't do it all the way because I'm right behind him like this, but if I was just a little bit more to the top, almost like, I would say probably at a 90-degree angle, he would be able to face us and shoot us while he's still turning like that. No player ship can do that. There it was, he just did it. I don't know what the deal with that is. I don't know if it's my engine speed or what. I don't know. 4 targets here. Shouldn't be a problem. I actually didn't notice that KSE fire spray there. That's a good example of why you don't have to take them out first. I don't know if that guy's just disabled or what, but we'll have to go back and finish him off. Actually ran out of capacitor there. Good. We're doing good. We just got one more normal wave to go, and then another YT. The YT will have an accompanying fighter with it this time, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I still like to focus on that YT first. But instead of destroying it once the weapons are done, we destroy the weapons in the YT, then hit the little fighter, and then finish off the YT. This right here is super annoying, how they can face you for so long. That was probably the best example of how they still face you even though you're trying to fly around them. They just like face you and shoot you. I don't know. It's still hard to explain, but you can visibly see how they do. See how they do. It's unnatural. Okay, these guys have got quite a spread, so I'm gonna have to figure out. Okay, this will be fine, just like this. All right, we're doing great. Oh, 4 targets here. Get this KSE first. Maybe. All kinds of noises going on. Okay, we may be in trouble. I'm out of capacitor. Shield shunts are going to be in a little bit of trouble. Okay, very good spread on those guys. Just got to keep them, just stuff them. Make sure you're always in their face. Or on their tail. I don't know if the Ixiyen is really meant for this or not. It does a great job though. That's all that matters. But you know, the crate, it'd still be hard, but it would just be a little easier. But I do love this Ixiyen. This thing's a beast. Oh man, I thought this was the YT round. I was so nervous. So this is just another wave. A little bit of space lag today. I think I already addressed that. I apologize. Uh-oh. They're just lagging around like popcorn kernels. Here we go. I try and track with the green lasers because they're the weapon 8s, and then I use the repeating cannons for when I have a pretty good lock, because that's the weapon 10. Their spread is really in their favor on this one. Let me see if I can get this guy out of here real quick. Oh, come on, turn around, baby. Oof, our real shields are just gone, so... What is this guy, disabled or something? Okay, this is gonna be fine. This will be fine. So my D key actually got stuck there, so I was stuck in a roll and I had to sort of compensate. New keyboard. I don't know why the D key is sticking, but we'll have to, there it is again. We'll have to fix that somehow. Okay, this is our YT for sure. Here we go. I'm going to use IFF because I just lost a little bit of rear shield, and that made me nervous. I don't know if this is the smart thing to do or if we should disable the little ship first, but here we go. Looks like I should have disabled the little ship first. Okay, good. The YT's guns are gone. We got a little bit lucky there. Oh, nice, an Imperial Corvette. Holy crap. If our mission targets were close to this thing, this would be a great spot to actually fight your targets at, because this thing would help shoot them down, offer you a little bit of protection. But that's not the case. Our mission is, well, actually we're fairly close. I could always run back there if I had trouble. We'll just keep that on the back burner. I think I'm going to do it. I'm just going to fight over here just to show you guys. They do actually have to hit the Corvette for it to start shooting back. They won't just help you, but we're here at least. I feel safer already. Those fighters are always like that. That's the sick or psych. We're going to really utilize these guys for cover in this round. There we go. Hurting really bad. Let's see what I can do. Oh my gosh, I'm getting my butt kicked. I'm set to eject. Ah, my droid interface is disabled. Can't use shield chunks anymore. Okay, we still got another wave. This is probably going to be it for us, guys. But we'll still try. Yeah. That's it. Okay, so here we are back in Kessel space. This is what happens when you blow up. I actually cannot move at all right now. We should still be able to target the station, though. Talk to the guys and get some repairs. Oops. Clicked the wrong thing by accident. I need repairs. All of it. Okay, good. We're back online. Okay, so probably best not to actually mess around with the friendly ships. It's not like they were hurting us, but there was just a lot going on, and I think it made it a little hard. It's helpful, I guess, but you still have to be on point. So what happened, basically, we made it to the second YT 1300, and the very next wave after that is where we died on this one. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and land it. We'll conclude this episode here. And in the next episode, we'll try this again, but we'll do it in the crate and see if we can get farther. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Y'all have a great time.